Terry Funk, born on June 30, 1944, in Hammond, Indiana, stands as one of the most revered figures in professional wrestling history. His career, spanning over 5 decades, is a testament to his versatility, resilience, and enduring passion for the art of wrestling. Known as the hardcore legend, Funk's influence transcends generations, inspiring countless wrestlers and captivating fans around the globe. Today we delve into his life, career, and legacy, illustrating why Terry Funk remains a cornerstone of professional wrestling. Welcome to Wrestling with Me, the ultimate destination for wrestling fans. Get ready to dive into the world of high-flying action, jaw-dropping moments, and all the drama inside the squared circle. Whether you're here for legendary matches or in-depth analysis, this is the place to be. Don't forget to hit subscribe and ring the bell to stay in the loop as we bring you the best wrestling content every week. Terry Funk was born into a wrestling family. His father, Dory Funk Sr., was a prominent wrestler and promoter in Texas, operating the Amarillo territory, a hotbed for wrestling in the mid-20th century. Growing up in this environment, Terry and his older brother, Dory Funk Jr., were immersed in the wrestling world from an early age. After attending West Texas State University, where he excelled in football and amateur wrestling, Terry transitioned into the professional wrestling scene in 1965. Trained by his father, Funk quickly showcased his natural talent, combining technical prowess with a charismatic presence. Who would later become an NWA World Heavyweight Champion, Terry began to carve out his own path in the wrestling industry. One of Terry Funk's career-defining moments came on December 10, 1975, when he defeated Jack Briscoe to win the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. This victory solidified Funk as a global star and a legitimate wrestler capable of competing at the highest level. During his reign, Funk traveled extensively, defending the title against top challengers across the world. His ability to adapt to different styles and opponents underscored his versatility and helped elevate the prestige of the NWA title. Funk's reign lasted for over 400 days, and his matches were characterized by a mix of technical skill and hard-hitting intensity. Although he eventually lost the title to Harley Race in 1977, his time as champion left an indelible mark on the wrestling world and established him as one of the premier performers of his era. While many wrestlers remain tethered to a single style or persona, Terry Funk's career is notable for its constant evolution. In the 1980s, he embraced a more aggressive and unorthodox approach, which foreshadowed his transition into hardcore wrestling. Funk's ability to reinvent himself allowed him to remain relevant even as the wrestling landscape underwent significant changes. Funk's feuds during this period were legendary. His rivalry with Ric Flair in the late 1980s, particularly their matches in World Championship Wrestling, showcased his storytelling ability and penchant for drama. Their I Quit Magic Clash of the Champions 9 in 1989 remains one of the most memorable encounters in wrestling history, illustrating Funk's capacity to blend brutality with emotional depth. Terry Funk's contributions to WWF were significant, even though his tenure with the promotion was not as prolonged as in other organizations. Funk debuted in WWF in the mid-1980s, bringing his unique blend of chaos and charisma to a broader audience. Wrestling under his real name, Funk quickly established himself as a credible heel, engaging in memorable feuds with stars like Junkyard Dog and Hulk Hogan. Later, Funk reappeared in WWE in the late 1990s under the persona of Chainsaw Charlie, a masked character that further demonstrated his willingness to reinvent himself. Teaming with his close friend Mick Foley, then wrestling as Cactus Jack, Funk had a memorable run in the tag team division. Their most notable accomplishment came at WrestleMania 14 in 1998, where they won the WWE Tag Team Championships in a dumpster match against the New Age Outlaws. Funk's appearances in WWF showcased his adaptability and willingness to entertain in any capacity. Despite his relatively brief stints, his impact on WWF's audience and his collaborations with top stars solidified his legacy within the promotion. Terry Funk's transition into hardcore wrestling in the 1990s was a pivotal chapter in his career. He became a cornerstone of promotions like Extreme Championship Wrestling, where his willingness to push the boundaries of physical endurance and storytelling earned him the moniker the Hardcore Legend. In ECW, Funk's matches with younger stars like Sabu, Shane Douglas, and Tommy Dreamer helped elevate the promotion and introduce a new style of wrestling to mainstream audiences. His performance at ECW's inaugural pay-per-view event, Barely Legal in 1997, where he won the ECW World Heavyweight Championship, was a defining moment for both Funk and the promotion. At an age when most wrestlers were retiring, Funk was headlining events and redefining the possibilities of what a wrestler could achieve. Funk's hardcore exploits extended beyond ECW. His participation in death match tournaments, particularly in Japan's frontier martial arts wrestling, cemented his reputation as one of the toughest and most daring performers in wrestling history. Matches involving barbed wire, flaming tables, and explosive elements became synonymous with Funk's name, demonstrating his willingness to sacrifice his body for the sake of his art. Terry Funk's impact on professional wrestling is immeasurable. His career serves as a blueprint for longevity, adaptability, and passion. Wrestlers across generations, from Mick Foley to Jon Moxley, have cited Funk as a primary influence, praising his creativity and commitment to the craft. Funk's ability to connect with audiences, whether as a beloved babyface or a despicable heel, set a standard for character work in wrestling. His promos, often blending humor with menace, showcased his charisma and helped establish him as a compelling storyteller. Moreover, Funk's willingness to mentor younger talent ensured his influence extended beyond his in-ring performances. He often shared his knowledge and experience, helping to shape the careers of future stars. His collaborative spirit and generosity endeared him to peers and protégés alike. In addition to his wrestling career, Terry Funk made a mark in Hollywood, appearing in several films and television shows. Notable roles include his performances in Roadhouse and Over the Top. Funk's rugged demeanor and natural charisma made him a perfect fit for these roles, further broadening his appeal. Funk's ventures outside wrestling underscored his versatility and highlighted his ability to excel in different arenas. While he never fully stepped away from wrestling, his forays into acting demonstrated the breadth of his talent and contributed to his enduring legacy. Terry Funk's wrestling career is remarkable for its longevity. Even as he aged, Funk continued to perform at a high level, often participating in matches that defy conventional expectations for veteran wrestlers. His numerous retirement and subsequent returns became a running joke in the wrestling community, reflecting his inability to stay away from the ring. Funk's later years were marked by sporadic appearances and a focus on mentoring younger talent. Despite health challenges and the physical toll of his career, Funk remained a beloved figure in the wrestling world. His passing on August 23, 2023, marked the end of an era, prompting tributes from fans, peers, and wrestling organizations worldwide. His contributions to the industry and his enduring spirit were celebrated, ensuring his memory would live on. Funk was diagnosed with dementia in June 2021 and was living in an assisted living facility. Funk died at the age of 79 in a hospital near Phoenix. Terry Funk's legacy is multifaceted, encompassing his achievements as a wrestler, innovator, and mentor. Few performers have demonstrated the same level of passion and dedication, and even fewer have managed to leave an impact as profound and enduring. Funk's contributions to hardcore wrestling reshaped the industry, paving the way for a more visceral and unfiltered style of storytelling. His matches continue to be studied and celebrated, serving as a testament to his creativity and resilience. Moreover, his influence on subsequent generations ensures that his spirit lives on in the work of countless wrestlers who strive to emulate his example. Beyond the ring, Funk's humility and authenticity have endeared him to fans and peers alike. He is often described as one of the kindest and most genuine figures in wrestling, a reputation that underscores the respect and admiration he commands. Terry Funk's career is a remarkable journey through the history of professional wrestling. From his early days in the Amarillo territory to his reign as NWA World Heavyweight Champion, from his hardcore exploits in ECW to his appearances in Hollywood and his memorable runs in WWE, Funk's life is a testament to the power of passion, adaptability, and resilience. As the hardcore legend, Terry Funk's influence on wrestling is unparalleled, and his legacy will continue to inspire and captivate for generations to come. Well, that's all we've got time for today, and a big thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of our future content. See you in the next video. Picture this. The arena is packed, the air electric with anticipation. The crowd erupts as Haku enters, his imposing figure casting an intimidating shadow over the ring. Known for his unparalleled strength, ferocity, and undeniable charisma, Haku commands respect not only from fans but also from his peers in the wrestling world. From his intense battles in the ring to his legendary reputation outside of it, Haku's career is a montage of unforgettable moments of brutal brawl against Andre the Giant, a dramatic tag team championship victory alongside Andre in the Colossal Connection, and countless displays of his raw power and unyielding spirit. But Haku's legacy goes far beyond titles and accolades. It's a story of resilience, loyalty, and an enduring passion for the art of wrestling. Join us as we delve into the life and career of Haku, exploring the man behind the legend, his rise to wrestling greatness, and the tales that cemented his status as one of the most respected and feared figures in professional wrestling history. Welcome to Wrestling with Me, the ultimate destination for wrestling fans. Get ready to dive into the world of high-flying action, jaw-dropping moments, and all the drama inside the squared circle. Whether you're here for legendary matches or in-depth analysis, this is the place to be. Don't forget to hit subscribe and ring the bell to stay in the loop as we bring you the best wrestling content every week. Born on February 10, 1959, in the Kingdom of Tonga, Haku's journey to wrestling began far from the bright lights of the arena. Growing up in a small Polynesian island nation, he displayed exceptional athleticism and discipline from an early age. Tonga's cultural emphasis on physicality and respect shaped young Haku's character, instilling values that would guide him throughout his life. As a teenager, Hakuselan earned him an opportunity to travel to Japan, where he trained in sumo wrestling. Under the sumo name Fukunoshima, he learned the intricacies of the sport, developing a combination of strength, balance, and technique that would later serve him well in professional wrestling. However, despite his success in sumo, he eventually transitioned to pro wrestling, seeking a new challenge and the chance to reach a global audience. Haku's professional wrestling journey began in the late 1970s when he joined All Japan Pro Wrestling. There, he honed his skills and developed a hard-hitting style that blended his sumo background with traditional wrestling techniques. His natural charisma and imposing presence quickly set him apart, catching the attention of wrestling promoters worldwide. In the early 1980s, Feud made his way to North America, where he adopted the ring name Haku. His debut in the National Wrestling Alliance (NWA) marked the beginning of a new chapter, as he forged his path in one of the most competitive wrestling scenes in the world. Haku's time in the NWA showcased his versatility, as he excelled in both singles and tag team matches, proving himself as a force to be reckoned with. Haku's career reached new heights when he joined the World Wrestling Federation in 1986. Initially introduced as part of the Islanders tag team with Tama, Haku quickly gained recognition for his intense in-ring style and ability to adapt to any opponent. The Islanders' rivalry with teams like the British Bulldogs and Strikeforce delivered some of the most thrilling matches of the era, solidifying Haku's reputation as a dynamic and formidable competitor. In 1989, Haku embarked on a solo career and achieved a major milestone by winning the King of the Ring tournament, earning him the moniker King Haku. As a heel, he became one of the most despised yet respected figures in wrestling, using his cunning and brute force to dominate his rivals. One of the defining moments of Haku's career came in 1989 when he teamed up with Andre the Giant to form the Colossal Connection. This powerhouse team struck fear into the hearts of their opponents, combining Andre's towering size with Haku's explosive strength and technical prowess. Together, they captured the WWF Tag Team Championship, cementing their place in wrestling history. Their reign as champions included unforgettable matches, such as their clash with Demolition at WrestleMania 6. Though they eventually lost the titles, the Colossal Connection remains one of the most iconic tag teams of the late 1980s, and Haku's partnership with Andre highlighted his ability to shine alongside one of wrestling's biggest legends. After leaving the WWF in the early 1990s, Haku, now wrestling under the name Meng, joined World Championship Wrestling, where he continued to build his legacy. As part of the Dungeon of Doom and later the Faces of Fear tag team with Barbarian, Meng became a staple of WCW's roster, delivering hard-hitting matches that showcased his enduring talent. Meng's WCW tenure also saw him earn the Hardcore Championship, further proving his toughness and adaptability. Despite the shifting dynamics of the wrestling industry, Haku's ability to connect with audiences and deliver memorable performances ensured his place as a beloved and respected figure. While Haku's in-ring achievements are impressive, his reputation outside the ring is the stuff of legend. Stories of his unmatched toughness and loyalty have become part of wrestling folklore. Fellow wrestlers often recount tales of Haku's willingness to stand up for his friends and his incredible physical strength, which earned him the nickname the toughest man in wrestling. One famous story involves Haku allegedly biting off an aggressor's nose during a bar altercation, a testament to his no-nonsense approach to defending himself and others. These tales, whether exaggerated or not, contribute to his larger-than-life persona and underscore the respect he commands among his peers. Haku's influence on professional wrestling is undeniable. His ability to adapt to different eras, promotions, and opponents speaks to his versatility and dedication to his craft. From his early days in Japan to his legendary status in WWE and WCW, Haku's career spans decades of wrestling history, leaving an indelible mark on the industry. Beyond his accomplishments, Haku's legacy is defined by his character both as a fierce competitor in the ring and as a kind, humble individual outside of it. His respect for the wrestling business and his peers has made him a role model for generations of wrestlers, ensuring that his story will continue to inspire for years to come. In the pantheon of wrestling greats, Haku will stand as a symbol of strength, resilience, and authenticity. His career, filled with unforgettable matches and legendary tales, is a testament to his passion for wrestling and his unwavering commitment to excellence. Whether as a tag team champion, king of the ring, or a feared competitor known as Meng, Haku's journey is a story of perseverance and triumph. As fans reflect on the golden era of wrestling, Haku's name remains synonymous with greatness. His impact on the sport and the lives he touched along the way ensure that his legacy will endure, solidifying his place as one of the most iconic figures in professional wrestling history. As of January 2025, Haku remains active in the wrestling community, primarily participating in independent circuit events under his renowned ring name. His enduring presence in the wrestling world is a testament to his passion and dedication to the sport. In addition to his wrestling endeavors, Haku manages the detail shop at David Ma's Toyota in Kissimmee, Florida, where he is affectionately known as Tonga among his colleagues and friends. Haku's enduring involvement in wrestling and his commitment to his community activities reflect his unwavering dedication to the sport and the values he upholds. That was fun, but that's all we've got time for today, and a big thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of our future content. See you in the next video. John William Minton, also known as Big John Studd, was a towering figure in the world of professional wrestling during the 1970s and 1980s. Known for his imposing physical stature, charisma, and memorable feuds, Studd left an indelible mark on the sport. Over the course of his career, he became a household name, earning accolades and creating iconic moments that have become part of wrestling lore. Today we take a look at the career of Big John Studd, exploring his rise to prominence, his most significant matches and rivalries, and his lasting legacy in the wrestling world. Welcome to Wrestling with Me, the ultimate destination for wrestling fans. Get ready to dive into the world of high-flying action, jaw-dropping moments, and all the drama inside the squared circle. Whether you're here for legendary matches or in-depth analysis, this is the place to be. Don't forget to hit subscribe and ring the bell to stay in the loop as we bring you the best wrestling content every week. Born on February 19, 1948, in Butler, Pennsylvania, John Minton grew up in a modest household. His imposing height and natural athleticism made him a standout in sports during his school years. After high school, he served in the United States Army before pursuing a career in professional wrestling. Trained by wrestling legends Killer Kowalski and The Sheik, Minton quickly developed the skills and persona needed to succeed in the industry. He initially wrestled under various ring names, including Chuck O'Connor, before settling on the moniker Big John Studd. Studd's early wrestling career saw him competing in various regional promotions across the United States. He debuted in the American Wrestling Association in the early 1970s and later moved to the National Wrestling Alliance. During this time, He honed his craft and established himself as a dominant big man in the ring. His size, standing at 6 feet 10 inches and weighing over 360 pounds, made him a natural heel, and he often played the role of a menacing enforcer. While in the NWA, Stud had notable feuds with popular babyfaces of the time. These rivalries helped him build a reputation as a credible and intimidating performer. However, it was his move to the World Wrestling Federation in the late 1970s that truly elevated his career. Big John Studd joined the WWF in 1976 but gained significant traction during his second stint in the early 1980s. Managed by the infamous Bobby the Brain Heenan, Studd became one of the top heels in the promotion. Heenan's managerial skills and Studd's physical dominance were a perfect pairing, creating a duo that fans loved to hate. One of the defining aspects of Studd's career was his legendary feud with Andre the Giant. As two of the largest men in professional wrestling, their clashes were billed as battles of titanic proportions. The rivalry was fueled by Studd's claim to be the true giant of professional wrestling, a title fiercely contested by Andre. Their feud reached its peak at the first ever WrestleMania in 1985 when Studd and Andre faced off in a $15,000 body slam challenge. The stipulation was simple: if Andre could body slam Studd, he would win $15,000. If he failed, Andre would be forced to retire. The match captivated fans and showcased both men's physicality and charisma. Andre ultimately prevailed, body slamming Studd to a thunderous ovation and solidifying his status as the premier giant in wrestling. In addition to his singles career, Studd also achieved success as a tag team competitor. He frequently partnered with other heels, including King Kong Bundy, forming a formidable duo that terrorized the WWF roster. Studd and Bundy's alliance led to memorable matches against top babyface teams of the era, further cementing Studd's reputation as a dominant force. Big John Studd's participation in WrestleMania events was a testament to his stature within the WWF. Beyond the iconic match against Andre at WrestleMania 1, Studd made notable appearances in subsequent editions of the flagship event. At WrestleMania 2, Big John Studd participated in a 20-man battle royal that featured competitors from both the wrestling and NFL worlds. One of Studd's career highlights came in 1989 when he won the second-ever Royal Rumble match. Entering the match as a surprise participant, Studd outlasted a field of top competitors to claim victory. The win was significant as it marked a high point in his career, showcasing his resilience and ability to thrive in a chaotic, multi-competitor environment. Big John Studd also crossed paths with Hulk Hogan, the WWF's top star during the 1980s. While their matches were not as celebrated as Studd's rivalry with Andre, they nonetheless drew significant attention. Studd's clashes with Hogan often revolved around his desire to prove himself as the most dominant force in the WWF, a goal that put him in direct conflict with the Hulkster. By the late 1980s, the physical toll of wrestling began to take a toll on Studd. He left the WWF in 1986, citing injuries and a desire to spend more time with his family. However, he returned briefly in 1989, enjoying a short but memorable run that included his Royal Rumble victory. Studd officially retired from wrestling in the early 1990s. Sadly, we lost Big John Studd when he passed away on March 20, 1995, at the age of 47, after a battle with liver cancer and Hodgkin's disease. Despite his relatively short life, Studd's contributions to professional wrestling continue to be celebrated. In 2004, he was posthumously inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, a recognition of his impact on the industry. Studd's career paved the way for other super heavyweight wrestlers who sought to emulate his success. His ability to blend size, athleticism, and charisma set a standard for giants in professional wrestling. Wrestlers like Big Show and Braun Strowman have cited Studd as an inspiration, underscoring his enduring influence. Beyond the ring, Big John Studd became a recognizable figure in popular culture. He made appearances in movies and television shows, leveraging his wrestling fame to reach a broader audience. His larger-than-life persona and memorable feuds have ensured that his name remains synonymous with the golden age of wrestling. Big John Studd's career was marked by unforgettable moments, fierce rivalries, and a commanding presence that made him a standout in the wrestling world. From his early days in regional promotions to his stardom in the WWF, Stud's journey was one of perseverance and triumph. His feuds with Andre the Giant, his Royal Rumble victory, and his contributions to the tag team division are just a few examples of his impact on the sport. As a Hall of Famer and an icon of the 1980s wrestling boom, Big John Stud's legacy is secure. He remains a symbol of an era when professional wrestling captivated audiences with its larger-than-life characters and epic storylines. His influence extends beyond the ring, inspiring generations of wrestlers to pursue greatness and embrace their unique strengths. Stud's story is also a testament to the resilience required to succeed in professional wrestling. Despite the physical and emotional challenges he faced, he continued to deliver memorable performances that entertain millions of fans worldwide. His dedication to the craft of wrestling and his ability to connect with audiences highlight the essence of what makes a wrestling legend. Furthermore, Big John Stud exemplified the evolution of professional wrestling during a transformative period in the sport's history. His contributions helped shape the landscape of the WWF, paving the way for future stars to thrive. As fans look back on his career, they are reminded of the magic of wrestling's golden era and the larger-than-life personalities that defined it. Ultimately, Big John Stud's legacy is one of greatness, inspiration, and a lasting impact on the world of professional wrestling. His towering presence, both physically and metaphorically, ensures that he will always be remembered as one of the true giants of the sport. Well, that's all we've got time for today, and a big thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of our future content. See you in the next video. Hercules, born Raymond Fernandez, was a professional wrestler who left a significant impact on the world of wrestling during the 1980s and early 1990s. Known for his incredible physique, intense persona, and memorable feuds, Hercules became a staple of the World Wrestling Federation and various other wrestling promotions. Today we delve into the life, career, and legacy of Hercules, exploring how he contributed to the wrestling industry and how his character resonated with fans. But first, I would like to welcome you to Wrestling with Me, the ultimate destination for wrestling fans. Get ready to dive into the world of high-flying action, jaw-dropping moments, and all the drama inside the squared circle. Whether you're here for legendary matches or in-depth analysis, this is the place to be. Don't forget to hit subscribe and ring the bell to stay in the loop as we bring you the best wrestling content every week. Raymond Fernandez was born on May 7, 1956, in Tampa, Florida. Growing up, Fernandez was drawn to athletics and bodybuilding, which laid the foundation for his eventual wrestling career. His chiseled physique and natural athletic ability caught the attention of wrestling promoters, and he began training to enter the squared circle in the late 1970s. Hercules debuted in the wrestling world under his real name before adopting various personas in regional promotions. Early in his career, Fernandez worked in promotions such as Florida Championship Wrestling and Mid-South Wrestling. These territories were hotbeds for developing talent, and Fernandez's dedication and imposing physical presence made him a standout performer. During this time, he honed his skills and developed a character that would later become synonymous with his wrestling career. The Hercules gimmick emerged during Fernandez's time in Mid-South Wrestling. Drawing inspiration from the mythological figure Hercules, the character embodied strength, resilience, and dominance, qualities that Fernandez's physique and ring style naturally complemented. As Hercules Hernandez, he carried a huge chain to symbolize his strength. The character was an instant hit, and Fernandez's ability to bring it to life made him popular in the wrestling world. In 1985, Hercules joined the WWF, marking a significant turning point in his career. Under the management of classy Freddie Blassie and later Bobby the Brain Heenan, Hercules' persona evolved further. The WWF's larger-than-life presentation suited Hercules perfectly, and he became a regular feature on WWF programming. His entrance, complete with his signature chain, became one of his trademarks. Hercules' WWF tenure included several high-profile feuds that showcased his talent and further established his character. One of his most memorable storylines was his feud with Billy Jack Haynes. The rivalry revolved around their respective finishing moves, the full Nelson hold. This feud culminated in a match at WrestleMania 3, where the two powerhouses clashed in a grueling contest. Though the match ended in a double countout, it was a showcase of Hercules' strength and ability to perform on a grand stage. Another significant feud for Hercules was against the Ultimate Warrior. The storyline began when Hercules, under the guidance of Bobby Heenan, sought to prove his dominance over the rising star. Their match at WrestleMania 4 was a pivotal moment for both wrestlers. Though Hercules lost, the match helped solidify the Ultimate Warrior's status as a top-tier talent while maintaining Hercules' credibility as a formidable competitor. Hercules also participated in numerous tag team matches and alliances, including a brief stint as part of the Heenan family. His partnership with Paul Roma as the tag team Power and Glory was particularly notable. The duo's combination of Hercules' power and Roma's agility made them a compelling team, though they never captured the WWF Tag Team Championship. Despite this, Power and Glory remained a memorable part of the WWF's tag team division during the early 1990s. As the wrestling landscape changed, so did Hercules' character. After parting ways with Bobby Heenan, Hercules transitioned to a babyface role. One of the key storylines during this phase was his feud with Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man. DiBiase claimed to have purchased Hercules as his personal slave, a storyline that culminated in Hercules rebelling against DiBiase. This storyline resonated with fans and further showcased Hercules' versatility as a performer. In the mid-1990s, as the WWF began to shift toward new talent and styles, Hercules' role diminished. He left the company and worked for other promotions, including WCW and various independent circuits. Though his time in WCW was brief and less impactful, Hercules continued to wrestle sporadically, maintaining his presence in the industry. Hercules' legacy in professional wrestling is multifaceted. As a performer, he was known for his incredible strength, dedication to his character, and ability to engage audiences. His portrayal of Hercules resonated with fans who admired his larger-than-life persona and Greek mythology-inspired gimmick. Hercules also represented a transitional period in wrestling. His career spanned the tail end of the territorial era and the rise of national promotions like the WWF. In many ways, his career reflects the changes in the wrestling industry during the 1980s and 1990s, as the sport evolved into a global entertainment phenomenon. While Hercules may not have reached the same heights as some of his contemporaries, his contributions to the industry were significant. He was a reliable performer who could work with a variety of opponents and deliver entertaining matches. His presence in iconic events like the third and fourth WrestleMania ensures that his name remains part of wrestling history. Outside the ring, Raymond Fernandez faced personal challenges. Like many wrestlers of his era, he dealt with the physical toll of wrestling and the pressures of maintaining a demanding schedule. His struggles with injuries and personal issues were reflective of the difficulties faced by many professional wrestlers during that time. Tragically, Fernandez passed away on March 6, 2004, at the age of 47. His untimely death was attributed to heart disease, a condition exacerbated by years of physical strain and the lifestyle associated with professional wrestling. His passing was a somber reminder of the sacrifices made by wrestlers to entertain their fans. Hercules remains an enduring figure in professional wrestling history. His portrayal of a mythological strongman captivated audiences and left a lasting impression on fans. Through his memorable feuds, iconic matches, and dedication to his craft, Hercules carved out a unique place in the wrestling world. Though his life and career were cut short, his contributions to the industry continue to be celebrated by fans and historians alike. Hercules' story is a testament to the power of character and storytelling in professional wrestling. As a performer, he brought a sense of drama and excitement to the ring, embodying the qualities of a true wrestling hero. His legacy serves as a reminder of the impact that wrestlers can have both inside and outside the squared circle, making him a cherished part of wrestling history. That's it for today, people. The story of one of the greatest mid-carders from the golden age of wrestling, the one and only Hercules Fernandez. I would really appreciate some feedback with who to do in the near future. If I choose your wrestler of choice, I will always give you a mention on the video, so what you got to lose? Well, that's all we've got time for today, and a big thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of our future content. See you in the next video.